This is week 9 of my journey to becoming a profitable trader. It's currently Monday and I'm just going through the pairs that I want to take for this week. I have 5 trades for this week that I want to take, so let's hop on to the charts. So first off, we have CAD JPY. On the weekly it looks really clean. It's just a clean higher high, higher low, and a rejection from the previous structure point and a daily area of interest. So what I need to wait for is a market shift on the daily or on the 4-hour for me to get a buy to the upside, or else I cannot take this trade. So let's head on to the next pair. Next off, I have GBP CAD, and on the weekly it looks also really clean, but on the daily we are also in an uptrend basically. So actually I don't know what I'm gonna do with this pair. I kind of need to wait and see what happens. On Euro USD, I also want to sell to the downside. We have this area of interest right here. We already rejected from this area of interest, but we did not completely come into this on the weekly, because here we retested it twice, once and twice, and I don't know if this is the whole move already. So I'm waiting on the daily to get a retest to this area of interest or a little bit under this area of interest to then sell to the downside and target this higher low, lower low, sorry. On GBP USD, this is kind of the same setup. On the weekly we are also rejecting from this area of interest right here, and on the daily I just want to get a quick daily retest to then sell to the downside from this area of interest and basically around psychological level. So let's head on to the next pair. Next off, we have GBP CAD. On GBP CAD, on the weekly we are basically in a downtrend, but we have so much upside momentum. So maybe I'm gonna wait for a rejection from this area of interest. We already got some type of reaction, but it could basically just be a retest to then create a new lower low. So I'm probably not gonna take this trade. So let's already head on to the last pair. Last off, we have AUD USD with a counter trend on the weekly. On the daily we have clean areas of interest, and I just want to get a retest to this area of interest to then sell to an area of interest where we could basically reverse, because this is a really strong area of interest. We have many touches right here, so I'm just gonna wait for price to give me a retest to then sell to the downside. And that's already the last pair that I want to take this week. So yeah, I will update you throughout the week as the trades go on, and what trade I'm gonna take and what trade I'm not gonna take. I will post the market updates on my community for you page on YouTube, so you can see which trade I took and which trade I didn't. So I'm just doing a quick market update on Euro USD. We did hit take profit. Like, I didn't hit take profit, but we are at the area of interest where we would have take profit. This trade is now gone. We can no longer take this trade, but I'm still gonna leave this area of interest right there. So on GBP CAD we could still have the reversal. On CAD JPY we are under the area of interest. I just need to wait for a market shift. AUD USD is looking pretty good. We just need to wait. Euro USD is gone. GBP USD is gone as well. And right there at JPY, I'm just waiting for a retest somewhere through this area of interest. Euro USD, not my favorite pair. It's not really a good pair to trade right now. We're kind of in an internal uptrend. USD CHF, we are just heading to the upside without any retest. I just need to wait for this pair. Euro AUD is looking good though. If we get a market shift, break and retest, we can sell to the downside. So that's already it with the market update. See you in the next market update. Quick market update. We closed officially under the area of interest on the daily. On the weekly it looks pretty good. We have rejection from this area of interest. On the weekly I just want the retest now and some type of good confirmation on GBP CAD. And on AUD USD we need to wait, but I don't think we get the retest all the way up to this area of interest. I hope. On Euro AUD it looks pretty good. It is a counter trend trade on the daily, but on the weekly we are in a downtrend. On the daily we are creating a left head, right shoulder, a head and shoulders. If we close under and get a quick retest, I'm going to enter this trade probably. GBP CAD, we closed under on the daily. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this pair. What I definitely need to wait for is a close on the daily over the structure point, or else I cannot enter this trade. Euro GBP kind of looks bad. On the weekly it looks good, but on the daily we closed above and we are kind of using it as support right now, so I don't think I'm gonna enter this trade. USD CHF, I'm also not entering this trade. We are way too far from this head and shoulders. It looks like we are continuing to the upside. And on GBP JPY, I wanted to get a close under this area of interest, a real close, not just this one. We are in a downtrend on the daily and on the weekly, but if you look to the left, we have really strong support at this area. If we are buying at support, we are in between support and resistance, so I can't buy at this area. So that was already it for today. See you in the next market updates. So yeah, quick market update. I just entered this trade right here, GBP CAD. We closed under on the daily, got the retest to the EMA and the little bit of round psychological level and area of interest. On the 4 hour we don't have a rejection yet, but we got an engulfing on the 1 hour, and yeah, I thought it could maybe go down now. We have rejection from the EMA on the 2 hour, and yeah, that's basically it. I'm already in this trade by now, so let's wait and see what's going on with this trade. I'm gonna update you in a little bit. So quick market update again. We just got stopped out of the trade 2 hours later. You can't even make this up. I just entered off this 1 hour engulfing candlestick. I said to myself I should wait for the 2 hour engulfing candlestick, because on the 2 hour it has way more power, and on the 1 hour we are still in an uptrend and it could be a retracement, and I still entered on the 1 hour, and that's what I get for that. I just got stopped out of the trade. Let's see what happens next, if the trade does reverse to my take profit or if I was completely wrong. So we just had some pretty impulsive moves. This pair is definitely gone. I'm not going to wait any longer for this trade to happen. We are at the last area of interest right here. I don't want to trade this pair because it's a really bad setup. And CAD JPY, we are having the push real bad to the downside right now. We are currently pushing down from this area of interest, so I kind of have to see if we can get a market shift this week. We could still maybe enter this trade. And AUD USD, I'm still waiting for this trade. Euro AUD, it currently doesn't look like that we are creating a lower low to then sell to the downside. GBP CAD, we had some news and I got stopped out because of that probably. But I also had a bad entry. I actually wanted to enter on the 2 hour because on the 2 hour it looks better, but then I saw on my phone we got a clean engulfing and closed under the EMA on the 1 hour, so I entered and now it's straight to stop loss. So most of the pairs are gone. These are the last pairs that could still have the potential for this week. Quick update to where we are right now in the market. So we are left with these 4 pairs: AUD USD, Euro AUD, CAD JPY and GBP CAD. On AUD USD we arrived at the area of interest and now I need to wait for strong confirmation, not like the last time. Last ride I just waited for a 1 hour engulfing. That was a big mistake of me. It was way too weak, this engulfing. Now here I need to wait for a market shift either, or I just need to wait what happens with this pair, but I don't think I can take the trade today or tomorrow. I don't actually know. On Euro AUD I'm still waiting for a close under this structure area, or else we are still in a downtrend. We are currently rejecting it really well, so now I just need to wait for a strong close under. On CAD JPY, like, we are far under the area of interest, but if price actually closes above this structure point we can still take a long bit, because it's basically the same trade just without this strong area of interest, only if we get another retest of it. On GBP CAD we were completely wrong. We closed above the area of interest, so we were completely wrong about this trade. We are now heading to the other area of interest where we could take a sell again. I need to wait for confirmation. Obviously I need to look what happens. So that was already it for the market update in the middle of the week. So see you tomorrow or at the end of the week. It's currently 8:43 a.m. in the morning and I just analyzed the market a little bit today, and overnight pretty much happened, not during session but out of session. And I'm sorry if the camera quality is pretty bad, it's because of the sun outside and that makes me look so white. So let's hop onto the chart. On the chart, let's start with AUD USD again. We had the move already. Like, we couldn't enter, even if it was during London session, we could not enter at this point because we were in an uptrend on the 4 hour, and it could have easily been a retest to then further to the upside. So I wanted to get a quick market shift and then a retest, but right now we are just heading to the downside. On the daily it looks good, and weekly as well. So this trade is either gone or we are getting another retest, a quick retest. Sorry. And on Euro AUD we are still rejecting from this area, so we haven't closed under it yet. So I'm kind of just waiting, still waiting, because if we close under we can still get the opportunity. On CAD JPY I'm still waiting for the close above to then buy to the upside, still the same. On GBP CAD we closed under again, not on the daily but on the 4 hour, and maybe we are having the move right now, so I wasn't completely wrong about the direction, sorry, and that's really good for me. But still I lost the trade. But if I was correct about the direction, I'm still happy, because most of the time I wasn't correct about the direction because I'm so unprofitable. On Euro USD, that was the pair. I deleted this from this watch list, but because I thought nothing's gonna happen anymore, because basically we wanted to get the break and retest of this area of interest, but we headed right to the target. That was our target basically, because we have some sort of area of interest right there, and we already reached the target. But now we got another retest and another reaction, so now I'm just waiting to see what happens. It's pretty the same like AUD USD, so I just need to wait, and I'm gonna update you if I am entering some trade or not. Hello Michael, this is the last market update from week 9 of me trying to become a profitable trader. I'm sorry for the bad camera quality and microphone quality. I'm currently recording on my laptop. So let's head right onto the chart. As you can see on AUD USD, we are still waiting for the same trade. Nothing really happened. Like, we already got a push to the downside. We rejected this area of interest already, but we can still get a retest to then send to the downside if we get that. On Euro AUD, we are still waiting for the close under. Actually got it right now, but I kind of need better confirmation. I need a more aggressive push to the downside, because we can still reject to the upside from this area of interest. We can still do like this right here. So I want a little bit more aggressive push to the downside, maybe an engulfing to the downside, and then a quick retest to then sell. On CAD JPY, still the same. I'm still waiting for the market shift. On Euro USD, we already had a push to the downside as well. Not a whole push, you know what I mean, but we can still get a retest to the area of interest and round psychological level to then set to the downside. And on NZD USD, that's already a pair for the next week. I'm gonna do this in week 10. I'm gonna show you this trade right there. So those were all the pairs from this week. Nothing really happened. I couldn't enter a trade. So yeah, that was the last market update from this week. So looking at this week, the market didn't give me clean opportunities. Some moves already happened without me, or basically almost happened without me, and others just stayed in consolidation. I took one trade and it was a loss. And the main lesson this week is not to take every trade, and not every week is for trading. Most of the weeks are for waiting, or waiting for clean opportunities. Sometimes the best decision is do nothing and just look at the market and be patient. The process stays the same. I don't force trades. One trade at a time. This is FX Control. Thank you for watching. See you in the next week, week 10 of my FX Control journey.